Adolescent substance abuse. Presentation overview. Through this session, we'll go through adolescent definition and profile, the stages of adolescent development, theories regarding the child development, especially the phase adolescent, which covers the substance use disorders, and very important, World Drug Report 2021. Terminologies related to substance use disorders, classification of substance use disorder, and the ICD-10 and DSM-5. The abused drug categories and screening of adolescent substance use disorders, the management of the substance use disorders, and few adolescent health programs by Government of India also. Adolescent, a trans today, making 16% of, and among 7.2 billion making 42% of the world population. So by proportion, percentage of the total population, this segment is very important, and we have to care them at least in this particular segment. As future days and drivers of growth, productivity and innovation, young people are our greatest asset. Investment in their health and well-being has social, economic, and continue across the lifespan into the next generation. Profile of Indian adolescent. In India, number according to 2011 census, 20 million in the age 18, constituting 22% of the population. This number is growing with the possibility of India the youngest nation in the world in the near future. Profile of Indian adolescent. Fast to smoking, drinking, tobacco use, and other substance use among adolescents is a matter of great concern. Data from National Household Survey revealed 24% of the drug abusers were in the age group 12 to 18 years. Nearly 11% were introduced to cannabis before the age of 15 years, and about 26% between age 16 and 20, according to Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment. Magnitude of substance use in India. The Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment, Government of India. Hello. Magnitude of substance use in India 2019. Alcohol is the most common substance used, followed by cannabis and opioid. The prevalence alcohol use is 4.6 in male, and female to female ratio is 17:1. Cannabis at 2.8 and opioid at 2.1% of the adolescents. The magnitude of substance use in India 2019. Coming to harmful and dependent use, 19% of alcohol users and 0.25% of cannabis users are in this age group. Adolescence is a crucial period of development, and maintaining social and emotional habits important for mental well-being. This is unique and informative time. Multiple physical, emotional, social, including exposure to poverty, abuse, violence can make adolescents vulnerable to mental health problems. The stages of development in adolescence. Early adolescent age 11 to 18. Middle adolescent 14 to 18, late is 19 to 21. Youth comprise 15 to 24 years, and young people come 10 to 24. Their legal age is 18 years. They are near constant change or a state of change as they transition from early to middle to late adolescent and to adulthood. Areas of development: physical, cognitive, social, emotional, parental conflict, and peer influences. So major areas of development during this time. Changes taking place during the adolescent biological level, onset of puberty and growth, and sex hormones, brain maturation. These are all physical, biological level. Cognitive changes, emergence of more formal operational thought, advanced cognitive, the emotional, self-image, intimacy, relation with adults and other peer groups. Social changes, transition to two new roles in society, from gangs to group, pro and anti-social groups. The imbalanced adolescent brain. Emotional response are heightened and the cognitive control are immature. This is the peculiarity of this age. Emotional reactivity is higher, so cognitive regulation is comparatively low. Cognitive and social emotional development often lag behind development. Although many adolescents appears to be grown up, their brain are still developing well into late adolescence. The area of brain that control executive function, including weighing long-term consequences, controlling impulses, is among the late to fully mature. In the as cognitive development theory and from 11 to behavior. Freud believed that it was early experiences that play the greatest role. The fifth stage of psychosexual development theory is genital stage. According to Freud, the goal of this stage is to develop a sense of balance between all the areas of life. Those who successfully completed the earlier stages are now warm, caring, and well adjusted. Psychosocial development theory. This theory is eight-stage theory. The fifth stage also, intimacy versus isolation. The identity condition is important for adolescents. Social development and the life. Social and conflict. Children and adults at identity versus confusion. Adolescent, 18 years. Stage, adolescent develop a personal identity and with proper encouragement, children from the process influence the way we understand the world. Formal period start between age 12 to adulthood when people have the ability to think about abstract concepts. Skills such as logical thought, deductive reasoning, and systematic planning are emerged during this phase. John Bowlby's attachment theory. Bowlby believed that relationship with the caregiver play a major role in child development and continue to influence the social relationship throughout the life. Children who receive consistent support and care are more likely to develop a secure attachment style, while those who receive less reliable care may develop ambivalent, avoidant, or disorganized style of development. Albert Bandura's social learning theory. The social learning theory considered how both environment and cognitive factors influence human learning and behavior. Bandura's child development theory suggests that observation plays a critical role in learning. By observing the action of others, including parents, peers, children develop new skills and acquire new information. Okay, these theories of child development, all the child developmental theories is to help explore and explain different aspects of child development. They all had an important influence on our understanding of the child development also. These theories represent just a few of the different ways of thinking about child development. In order to fully understand how child changes and grow over the course of childhood, require looking at many different factors that influence physical, psychological growth. The environment and the interaction between these two forces determine how kids grow physically as well as mentally. And again, we come to use disorder. The substance use disorder is a common condition in which there is use of substance despite the harmful consequences. Repeated substance use disorder have an intense focus on using a certain substance, such as alcohol, tobacco, illicit drugs, to the point where a person's ability to function in day-to-day life becomes impaired. People keep using these substances even when they know it causing or will cause problems. More severe substance use disorders are sometimes called the addictions. Psychoactive substances can lead to dependence syndrome, a cluster of behavioral, cognitive, physiological phenomena that develop after repeated substance use and typically include strong desire to take the drug, difficulty in controlling its use, persisting in its use despite harmful consequences, a higher priority given to the drug use than to other activity and obligation, increased tolerance, and sometimes physical withdrawal state also. The scale of the problem. According to WHO, psychoactive substances use poses a significant threat to health and social economic fabric of family, community, and the nation. The extent of worldwide psychoactive substance use is estimated at 2 billion alcohol users, 1.3 billion smokers, and 185 million drug users. More than 180,000 deaths were directly linked to drug use disorder in 2019. 0.5 million deaths attributed to illicit drug use annually. 35 million people are estimated to be suffering from drug use disorders. 270 million people, around about 1.5% of global population aged 15 to 64, had used psychoactive drugs in their previous. Initial estimate of factors responsible for the global burden of the disease. Tobacco, alcohol, and illicit drug contribute together 12.4% of all deaths worldwide. Looking at the percentage of total years of life lost due to these substances, it has been estimated that they account 8.9 year loss, that 8.9 year average loss of life. Tobacco is the largest burden in Europe, Southeast Asian countries. Alcohol poses the greatest burden in Africa, American, and Western Pacific. The level of economic development in countries also play an important role. The burden from psychoactive substance use is higher in the developed country than high mortality in the developing country. Illicit drug use inflicts its mortality burden earliest in the life. Alcohol also mainly 65% age before the age of 60, while 70% of tobacco deaths occur after the age of 60. Psychiatric comorbidity associated with the substance use disorders. The depressive disorder, anxiety disorder, bipolar disorder, personality disorder, especially the antisocial personality, adjustment disorder, schizophrenia, phobic disorders, post-traumatic stress disorder. These are all the comorbidity associated with the substance use disorder. The World Drug Day 2021, day before yesterday, 26th June, celebrated all over the world as World Drug Days. International Day again, drug abuse and illicit trafficking. World Drug Day is marked 26th June every year. This 2021 theme, share facts on drug and save lives. The UN Office on Drug and Crime has all the years been actively involved in launching campaigns to mobilize support for the drug control, to strengthen action and cooperation in achieving the goal of the world free of drug abuse. The United Nations Office on Drug and Crime released the World Drug Report 2021. Here the important points of this World Drug Report 2021. The World Drug Report consists of 5 separate booklets, provide an in-depth analysis of the global drug market and a comprehensive picture of the measurable effects and potential impact of a COVID-19 crisis on the world of drug problem also. World Drug Report, pandemic effects ramp up drug risk as youth underestimate cannabis dangers. The number of new psychoactive substances emerging in the market is falling. Almost yearly, around 50 new psychoactive substances are newly coming to the drug all over the world. That is now due to the COVID pandemic. Is likely to be felt in the drug market for years to come. By 2030, the numbers of drug users in Africa is projected to rise by 40%. By 2030, the number of people using is projected to rise by 11% all over the globe. COVID-19 has triggered innovation in drug prevention and treatment services. Cannabis is more potent, but fewer young people see it as harmful. Web-based sales are on the rise and could transform the global drug use pattern. TreatNet Family, addressing the adolescent substance use and related problems through family-based approaches. This successfully run Indonesia. The World Drug Report, global drug use rise, which is 30% more than in 2009. The report also analyzed the impact of COVID-19 on the drug market. Rising unemployment and reduced opportunity caused by the pandemic can also lead to disproportionately affect the poorest, making them more vulnerable to drug use and also to drug trafficking and cultivation in order to earn money. Drug use increased far more rapidly among the developing country over the 2000-2080 years. Adolescent and young adult account for the largest share of those using drugs. Young people are also the most vulnerable to the effect of a drug because they are the most and they use the most and their brain are still developing. Cannabis was the most used substance in the year 2018. Few terminologies that is related to substance use disorders. Dependence. Repeated use of the drug or chemical substance with or without physical dependence. Dependence may be behavioral, substance-seeking activity, physical or physiological effect of the multiple episode of the substance, psychological, continuous or intermittent craving for the substance to avoid dysphoric state. Tolerance. After repeated administration, a given dose of drug produce decreased effect or increasingly larger dose must be administered to obtain the effect observed with the original dose. Codependence. Family members affected or influencing the behavior of the substance use abuser. Abuse. Use of any drug, usually by self-administration, that deviate from the approved or medical pattern. Use drug prescribed by the physician not used properly. Addiction, the repeated and increased use of substance, the deprivation of which give rise to symptoms of distress, irresistible urge to use the agent. Intoxication, a reversible syndrome caused by specific substance that affect one or more of the following mental function: memory, orientation, mood, judgment, behavioral, social, or occupational function. Withdrawal, the substance-specific syndrome that occur after stopping or reducing the amount of the drug or that has been used regularly over a prolonged time. Symptoms of the substance abuse. Failure to fulfill major role, obligation, etc. at the work, schools, or home. Repeated absence, tardiness, poor performance, suspension, or neglect of the duty in major life domain. Recurrent drug use in situations in which it is physically hazardous is a sign of abuse. Operating machinery, driving a car, swimming, or walking in a dangerous abuse. The classification of substance use disorder. F10, substance use disorder of alcohol, the mental and behavioral disorder due to use of alcohol. F11 is for opioid, 12 for cannabinoid, 13 sedative or hypnotics, and F14 for cocaine. F15 for the use of other stimulant including caffeine. 16 for hallucinogen, 17 for tobacco, 18 for volatile solvent, and F19 for multiple use and use of other psychoactive substances. The DSM-5 diagnostic criteria: first, substance use disorder, substance intoxication, substance withdrawal, substance-induced mental disorders. Acute intoxication, a transient condition following the administration of alcohol or other psychoactive substance, resulting in the disturbance in level of consciousness, cognition, perception, affect or behavior, or other psychophysiological function and responses. The harmful use, a pattern of psychoactive substance use that is causing damage to health. The damage may be physical, as in case of hepatitis from self-administration injected drugs, or mental episodes or depressive disorder secondary to heavy consumption of alcohol. That is harmful use. The dependent syndrome, a cluster of physiological, behavioral, and cognitive phenomena in which the use of substance or a class of substance take on a much higher priority for a given individual than or other behavior that once had greater value. A central descriptive characteristic of dependent syndrome is the desire, often among sometimes overpowering, to take the psychoactive drugs, which may or may not have been medically prescribed, the alcohol, tobacco, etc. Withdrawal state, a group of symptom variable clustering and severity occurring, an absolute or relative withdrawal of a substance after repeated or usually prolonged and or high dose use of the substance. Onset and course of the withdrawal state are time limited and are related to type of substance and dose being used immediately before abstinence. The withdrawal state may be complicated by convulsions. Drug use terms. Drug in medicine, it refers to any substance with the potential to prevent or cure disease or enhance the physical or mental well-being. In pharmacological, drug refers to any agent that alters the biochemical, physiological process of the tissue or organism. Drug that is taken for non-medicinal reason, usually for mind-altering effect. Drug abuse can lead to physical or mental damage, and with some substances, dependence and addiction. Alcohol, heroin, methamphetamine, crack, cocaine, marijuana, etc. are the street drugs. Hard drugs, the drug which severe physical addictions. Drug that is generally considered to be more dangerous with higher risk of dependence. Heroin, methamphetamine, and cocaine. The soft drugs do not cause physical addiction. While they do not cause physical addiction, some of them may still lead to psychological dependence. LSD and cannabis. Illicit drug can't prescribe. Example, cocaine, heroin, LSD, or marijuana. Designer drug, a synthetic drug very similar to chemical makeup to an existing drug and thus exerting similar. Club drugs used primarily occurring in clubs, bars, and parties. Ketamine, MDMA, methylene dioxymethamphetamine, the ecstasy called GHB, liquid ecstasy. Recreational drugs are those used for non-medical purposes, in particular for function. Heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine, etc. The neurobiology of addiction, the reward circuit. So this considered as final common pathway for all the groups. Dopamine is a neurotransmitter. Many natural highs also trigger mesolimbic dopamine neuron to release the dopamine, which is like music, victory, or orgasm. The mesolimbic input that mediate these natural high include most incredible naturally occurring substances like brains on morphine is endorphin, brains on marijuana is anandamide, brains on nicotine is acetylcholine, and brains on cocaine is dopamine. The numerous drugs of abuse also have a final common pathway that causes mesolimbic system to release dopamine, often more explosively than the natural high. Here the natural high and artificial high, both the system through final common pathway is mesolimbic dopamine reward system. This information, this idea is utilized for, instead of the depends on drug, some other activities shift that choice from our side. The final common pathway for natural high and artificial is same, mesolimbic dopamine circuit. However, unlike the natural high, drug-induced high causes such a wonderful feeding of dopamine to mesolimbic postsynaptic dopamine receptor that furiously crave for more dopamine. Once the drugs stop working, leading to vicious cycle of abuse, addiction, dependence, and withdrawal. Individual substance dependent probability. How addiction are different substances. If you use at least once tobacco, 32% chance of you may get depending on them. Heroin is 23, cocaine 17, alcohol 15, stimulant is 11, cannabis 9, analgesic 8, inhalant is 4%. The abused drug categories, 11 designated class of pharmacological agents: alcohol, methamphetamine, caffeine, cocaine, hallucinogen, inhalants, nicotine, opioid, phencyclidine, sedatives, hypnotics, or anxiolytes. Abuse drug categories, types of the substances. Alcohol, it's beer, wine, spirits. Marijuana, opioid, heroin, fentanyl, nicotine, the nicotine, vapes, cigarette, stimulant, cocaine, methamphetamine, sedative, benzodiazepine, GHB, synthetic ketamine, the hallucinogen, MDMA, LSD, etc. Abuse drug categories, the central nervous system depressant. In this category, CNS depressants slow down the operation of the brain and body. Alcohol, barbiturate, antidepressant, anti-anxiety tranquilizer are examples. CNS stimulant, they accelerate the heart rate, elevate the blood pressure, and speed up or overstimulate the body. Cocaine, methamphetamine, amphetamine, etc. stimulant. Hallucinogens cause the user to perceive things differently than they are actually. LSD, MDMA, etc. Dissociative anesthetics inhibit pain by cutting off or dissociating the brain's perception of the pain. Ketamine, PCP, phencyclidine or nitrous oxide. Narcotic analgesic. Narcotic analgesic relieve pain, induce euphoria, and create mood change in the user. Opium, codeine, heroin, morphine, and methadone. Inhalant include a wide variety of breathable substances that produce mind-altering result and effect. Toluene, plastic cements, paint, gasoline, paint thinners, hairspray, various anesthetic gases. The cannabis, the scientific name marijuana, the active principle is tetrahydrocannabinol, THC. This category includes cannabinoid and synthetic drug like dronabinol. Or the gateway substances. These are addictive substances. Their frequent use has been directly related to subsequent abuse and dependence of other more dangerous substances such as heroin, cocaine, etc. The common gateway substances, tobacco, cannabinoid, marijuana, hashish. They are the best predicate for other drug use during the adolescent period. Types of abused substances. Legal substances approved by the law for sale over the counter by doctors' prescription. Caffeine, alcohol, nicotine, inhalants. Prescription drugs such as tranquilizers, amphetamine, benzodiazepine, steroid, analgesic can be knowingly or unknowingly overprescribed or otherwise used improperly. Illegal substances, prescription drugs are considered illegal when diverted from proper use. Morphine and synthetic opiate such as fentanyl are most often abused by the people in the medical profession who have easier access to these drugs. Other illegal substances include cocaine and crack, marijuana, hashish, heroin, hallucinogenic drugs such as LSD, angel drug, MDMA, ecstasy, GHB. These are all illegal drugs. Motivation for the drug use. People take drug for many reasons, and they may take simultaneous stimulant to keep alert or cocaine for feeling of excitement it produces. There are motivating factors like peer pressure, experimenting, relief of stress, increased energy in order to relax, relieve the pain, escape from reality, to feel more self-esteem, etc. Athletes or bodybuilders make the anabolic steroid to increase their muscle mass also. The risk factors for substance users. Family history of substance use, favorable parental attitude towards the behavior, poor parental monitoring, parental substance use, family rejection of sexual orientation or gender identity, association with a delinquent or substance use peer, lack of school connectedness, low academic achievements, childhood sexual abuses, mental health issues. These are all risk factors. The risk factors and motivators when clubbed, there are chances, especially of these adolescents, to become drug abusers. The criteria for substance use disorder. Taking the major criteria, taking the substance in larger amount, wanting to cut down or stop using the substances, but not managing to do so. Spending a lot of time to get it, using or recovering from use of the substances. Cravings and urges to use these substances, not managing to do what should at work, home, or school because of the substance abuse. Continue to use even when it causes problems in relationship. Giving up social, occupational, recreational activity because of the substance use. Using substance again and again when it put you in danger. Continuing to use even when you know you have a physical or psychological problem that could have been caused or made worse by the substances. Needing more of the substance to get the effect you want. That is tolerance. Development of withdrawal symptom, which can be relieved by taking more of the substances. All these are criteria, indications for a substance use disorders. Screening of adolescent substance use disorders. When faced in a clinical setting with an adolescent suspect or known to have a substance abuse problem, it is important to integrate the assessment process with the treatment decision. CRAFT, or the personal experience screening questionnaire, especially for adolescent substance abuse. The screening of adolescent substance use disorder screening tools, adolescent drinking index, drug use screening inventory, problem-oriented screening instrument for teenagers, the Rutgers alcohol problem index, substance abuse subtle screening inventory adolescent version, teen addiction severity index, CRAFT, a brief screening tool for adolescent substance abuse. Here we go in detail of CRAFT screening tool for adolescent substance abuse, a series of 6 questions developed to screen adolescents for high-risk alcohol and other drug use disorders simultaneously. CRAFT is acronym for Car, Relax, Alone, Forget, Friends, and Trouble. For adolescent aged 14 and older, it is used. Recommended by American Academy of Pediatrics Committee for Substance Abuse. Screening, the severity of the sensitivity of the CRAFT is similar to the longer audit or OSIT test and much greater than that of CAGE, which is not recommended for use with adolescents. The CRAFT has 3 opening questions. During the past 12 months, did you, 3 questions, drink any alcohol, smoke any marijuana or hashish, or use any substance, anything else that come under any substance? We can initial question, opening question. If anything, yes, then we can go the real CRAFT procedure. Have you ever ridden in a car driven by someone, including yourself, with who, with high or had been using alcohol or drugs? Second, do you ever use alcohol or drugs to relax, feel better about yourself, or fit in? Therefore, do you ever use alcohol or drug while you are by yourself or alone? Therefore, do you ever forget things you did while using alcohol or drug? F4 again, do your family or friends ever tell you that you should cut down on your drinking or drug use? T, have ever got into trouble while you were using alcohol or drugs? All this 1 mark. If you positive, give 1 mark. Scoring and interpretation. Part A, if yes to any question in part A, then ask all the 6 CRAFT questions. If no, ask car question, then stop. Part B, the score 1 point for each yes answer. CRAFT score 0 to 1. Degree of problem related to alcohol, any other substance, not problem reported. Suggested action, none at this time. Just counseling, advice, and observation is sufficient. A CRAFT score 2+. Potential of a significant problem of substance abuse. A detailed assessment is required and monitoring and management further. Alcohol-related disorders. Alcoholism is the most common psychiatric disorder observed in the Western world. It can produce serious temporary psychological symptoms, including depression, anxiety, and psychosis. Long-term consumption can produce tolerance, and cessation of use can precipitate withdrawal symptoms such as insomnia, hyperactivity, and feeling of anxiety. Alcohol-related disorders. Common cause of death among alcohol-related disorders are suicide, cancer, heart disease, hepatic diseases. It is associated with 50% of all homicide and 25% of all the suicide. Alcohol abuse reduce the life expectancy by about 10 years. Comorbidity along with the alcohol abuse. Other substance use disorders, antisocial personality disorder, mood disorder, anxiety disorder. The etiology, initiation of alcohol intake probably depend largely on the social, psychological, environmental, and genetic factors. Alcohol intoxication, it requires blood concentration of alcohol 80 to 100 milligram ethanol per deciliter of the blood. The alcohol intoxication behavioral changes are slurred speech, dizziness, incoordination, unsteady gait, nystagmus, impairment in attention or memory, stupor, the coma, or double vision. Alcohol-induced psychotic disorders, 3% of alcoholic experience auditory hallucination or paranoid delusions. The voices are reproachful or threatening, usually last less than a week. It usually occurs in a person abusing alcohol for long term. Alcohol-induced mood disorder, 80% people intense depression. It improves the rapidity with substance. Alcohol-induced anxiety disorder, 80% alcohol reported panic attack during withdrawal episode. Other dysfunction are alcohol-induced sexual dysfunction, sleep disorders. Fetal alcohol syndrome, alcohol exposure to fetus may affect intrauterine growth and postnatal development. Microcephaly, craniofacial malformation, limb and heart defects are also associated with the fetal alcohol syndrome. Prognosis, a good prognosis depends upon the absence of pre-existing antisocial personality disorder or any other substance abuse. Evidence of the general life stability with job. Patients stays for the full course of rehabilitation. The chances of maintaining abstinence are good. Contribution of these three attributes predict 60% chance for 1 or more year of abstinence. Treatment and rehabilitation include 3 steps: intervention, detoxification, and rehabilitation. Alcohol withdrawal symptoms. The classical sign of alcohol withdrawal were due to sympathetic overactivity and a tendency to develop epileptic conditions. Symptoms include the tremulsousness, sweating, restlessness, and even excitement. They may include psychotic symptoms such as the delusion and hallucination. Seizure and symptoms of the delirium tremens may eventually develop. The effect of substance abuse can be on many levels: the individual, friends and family, and the social. The management of SUD. 2 major goals. First, it is abstinence from the substances. Second is physical, psychological, and psychosocial well-being of the patient. Management of SUD. Inpatient or outpatient setting, detoxification, rehabilitation. Throughout the treatment, individual, family, and group therapy, alcoholic and non-alcoholic anonymous, can be effective. Any underlying psychiatric disorder should be diagnosed and appropriately treated. Addiction requires individualized treatments that address the symptoms and underlying causes of the disease, as well as the consequences that substance has different area of a person's life. These include their ability to socialize, their physical and mental health, and consequences at work, home, school, or with the law. There are many types of therapy available to effectively treat addiction. The psychological therapies. The psychological therapy include motivational interviewing, group therapy, aversive conditioning therapy, cognitive therapy, relapse prevention techniques, cue exposure technique, the assertive training, behavioral counseling, supportive psychotherapy, and individual psychotherapy. The cognitive behavioral therapy can be applied in the treatment of many different types of problematic substances. Technique learned to recognize and change their maladaptive behavior. Help people with coping skills, with identifying risk situations and what to do about them, and with preventive relapses. This approach is helpful because it can be paired with other techniques. The skill learned through CBT continue to be benefit long after initial therapy, and it can be used to treat co-occurring mental or physical health disorders as well. The contingency management. Contingency management can be effective in treating several types of substance use disorder, the alcohol and stimulant, and is used to encourage and reinforce sobriety. This drug addiction treatment method provide material reward as motivation for desirable behavior, such as maintaining sobriety. A major benefit of contingency management is that it can result in a reduction in two of the biggest treatment-related issues, dropping out and relapse. The motivational interviewing. Motivational interviewing is a drug addiction treatment method of resolving ambivalence in recovering individuals to allow them to embrace their treatment effort to best change their problematic substance use behavior. One benefit of motivational interview is that despite being facilitated by the therapist, those in recovery develop their own motivation and a plan for change over the course of several sessions, which can be provide them with more of a sense of control over the course of their treatment. Dialectic behavioral therapy can be adapted for many substance abuse, but mainly focus on treating several personality disorders, such as borderline personality disorder. Its work to reduce craving, help patients to avoid situation or the opportunity to relapse, assist in giving up action that reinforce substance use, and learn healthy coping skill. DBT is designed to reduce self-harm behavior, including suicidal attempt, thought, or urges, cutting, and drug use. Rational emotive behavior therapy. Help patients to understand their own thought and then help to develop better habit and thinking in more positive and rational way and gain healthier emotions. The base of rational emotive behavior therapy is the idea of rational thinking from within. External situations are not what give one the feeling of happy or unhappy. Here become rationally emotive man. Integrated group therapy. Integrated group therapy is the treatment developed specifically for patients with bipolar disorder and substance use disorder, designed to address both problems simultaneously. The therapy is largely based on CBT principle and is usually an adjunct to the medication. The integrated therapy emphasizes developing patient understand the relationship between the two disorders, as well as link between thoughts and behavior and how they contribute to recovery and relapse. Matrix model employs a combination of the various therapeutic techniques and was originally developed for the treatment of individuals with stimulant addictions. Against this backdrop of various techniques, therapists focus on the rewarding good behavior and teaching patients to believe in themselves, self-esteem, dignity, and self-worth. The National Institute of Drug Abuse described the matrix model as mostly focused on relapse prevention, family and group therapy, drug education, and self-help participation. 12-step facilitation. The therapy aimed to promote continued abstinence by engaging people in recovery with a 12-step peer support group. Meetings are hosted by several different 12-step fellowship varieties, including the Alcohol Anonymous, Narcotic Anonymous, and Cocaine Anonymous. In conclusion, alcohol and substance abuse can be caused by interplay of at least one or more factors. Uncontrolled alcohol and drug abuse and its effects are accompanied by violence, crime, misbehavior, and hence a threat to society at large. Alcohol and substance abuse is injurious to health of the user, and the result has a lot of social and psychological problems. To achieve wholesome adolescent health, we need to have a multi-dimensional approach covering all the adolescent health problems with a specific emphasis on the mental health, behavioral change, communication toward the healthy lifestyle, and a positive social environment to acquire new life skills. Adolescent-friendly clinics need to be widely established throughout India and should achieve the universal coverage. Screening of the adolescent on a regular basis could be an effective tool to control the existing disease and to update occurrence of any new diseases. So here we are looking for some of adopted a supportive atmosphere for Balika Samriddhi Yojana. Objective are to change negative family and community attitude to girls at birth and toward their mother. To improve enrollment and retention of girl children in school, to increase the age of marriage of girls, to assist the girl to undertake income generating activity also aim of this project. Adolescent Health Program, Rashtriya Kishore Swasthya Karyakram. Improvement nutrition, enhance mental health, and prevent substance abuse are the more major theme under this program. Main strategy are community-based intervention, facility-based intervention, social and behavioral change communication with a focus on interpersonal communication. And two projects from Department of Homeopathy, Government of Kerala, specific for this adolescent and substance abuse. One is Sadgamaya for adolescent, Punarjani is for substance abuse. The Sadgamaya is an adolescent-centric project, especially all the children below under 19 years. Homeopathy medication, counseling, behavioral management, and a corrective teaching method are part of this program. Usually centered attached with the district hospitals, homeopathy district hospital. Apart from homeopathy medication, counseling support by psychologists, educational help by special teachers help the children to attain their real potential. The Punarjani is a de-addiction clinic under the State Department. This clinic provides cost-effective treatment for alcoholism and related illness and other substance use disorders. Homeopathic medicinal therapy, individual and family counseling, yoga therapy, and other major activity of this clinic, awareness classes on de-addiction for adolescent students in schools and college, resident association and public. Homeopathy or substance abuse. Homeopathy remedies that can help the patient of alcohol and drug abuse at various levels, managing the withdrawal and improving the physical, mental, constitutional. Homeopathic application as a new era to explore for the medicine itself, allopathic medicine itself in a potentized form. The remedy applied for presenting symptoms, remedies applied according to the constitutional simulum. The constitutional medicine is for a long-lasting chronic cases. The present acute symptom for the acute phase only. Homeopathy can play a fundamental role in treating addiction. Constitutional homeopathy treatment will act skillfully on your inherent nature, molding and harmonizing your self-energy to control the life situation. The constitutional homeopathic treatment will help address any related medical, psychological, social, and cognitive problems. The constitutional approach will also facilitate interpersonal relationship and ability to function in home and society. Homeopathy and psychology. Person-centered psychological perspective is central to the homeopathy consultation and interviewing. Identify the personality to the totality of the picture. So we are also in line with psychotherapy. Homeopathy offers an approach that could play a significant role in enhancing the psychotherapeutic purposes. Homeopathy offers safe, gentle, non-toxic remedy illustrated in the holistic principles. It is intimate with the psychotherapy. Homeopathic treatment and clinical interviewing process closely parallel to those of psychotherapy practice, that is talk therapy. As a humanistic aligned form of therapy, in its own homeopathy provides an approach hugely sympathetic to the psychotherapy practice. Homeopaths are familiar with the unconditional positive regard under the label of being unprejudiced observer. The homeopathy play a language with which to talk about our therapeutic conversation, the case taking, especially the patient's own language. Homeopathy process also provide a bridge to integrate mind, body, and health in order to endeavor towards the mental health. So some of the rubrics, especially for substance abuse from Kent, and going to all the rubrics. Most important rubric from Kent, which is related to alcohol abuse, substance abuse, other withdrawal symptoms, mania, this is the repertory also, mania, alcoholism, addictive personality. So complete symptom is here only the substances other than the addiction, more withdrawal, marijuana, ecstasy, heroin, nicotine, alcoholic, offers a large dose of desire, injection, especially by mind, swallowing large dose of antibiotic, painkiller, nicotine, TPB. Public from the CC board on this topic of randomized controlled trial in management of alcohol dependence, homeopathy versus standard allopathic treatment. A multi-centered project. Our institute also part of this project. People can go to this journal and get the detail. Another one is managing the acute alcohol withdrawal with the homeopathy. Project observational multi-centric exploratory medicines in the management of the withdrawal symptom and the treatment even in along with the allopathy. The research evidence, though limited, strongly corroborate the clinical experience gathered by homeopathy over the past years. So here we need large-scale multi-central trials to confirm the existing research evidence of homeopathy. It will be established. It will help to establish homeopathy as the treatment modality of choice for all the substance abuse. Some of the substance abuse COVID-related research findings. It is generally observed from COVID-19 complications are more those in substance abuse. 41% of substance abuse in inpatient, no substance abuse 30%. The death rate also more in after COVID, the death rate also more in those who are substance abuse than non-addict. The references, few of the resource book. Here are finished. Thank you.